David. Thoroughly loved by God, severely punished by him for adultery. David. Father of Solomon, third king of Israel, 700 wives and 300 concubines. Sometimes I stop to wonder how he sexually satisfied all 1,000 of them. But pardon me, this is neither a philosophy class nor is it Sunday school. I just couldn't help but ponder if there are indeed any correlations between the name a child bears and how he eventually turns out. So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, is a man that needs no introduction. You can call him the #1 music artist in Africa, and you may not be wrong. His talent is not in question. His industriousness is certified. His affluence is confirmed. And his reputation as a meek and generous person far precedes him. But there is one issue, one challenge, one weakness, which constantly keeps him in the negative side of publicity: women. Davido has had a very long history of woman trouble and baby mama drama. He became a baby dada for the first time only shortly after leaving the teenage phase. It first started with Sophia Momodu, his first baby mama, who bore him his first child, a baby girl, Imadi. Next, his second baby mama, Amanda, who bore him his second child, a baby girl, Hailey Veronica. And the third was Chioma Roland, who eventually became his wife. She bore him his son, his first son, Ifeanyi David. And then he moved to the fourth baby mama, Larissa London, a model and a DJ, who bore him his second son and his fourth child, Dawson. And there was another one, a woman known as Ayotomide. She claims that Davido and her had a relationship and she bore him a daughter. And this time people were like, auntie, do not no vex, do not be angry. Don't be angry. We are not trying to body shame you, we are not trying to doubt you. But please, can you give us a 360? Can you turn around? Let us look at you from head to toe, because we know Davido's type. And we are not saying you are not beautiful. You are beautiful, perfectly created by God Almighty. But are you sure that it is this Davido or Davido Wasiu in Ogun State? Which of the Davidos, so we can be sure? Drop in the comment section, guys. Do you believe that Ayotomide is one of Davido's baby mamas? Let's move on. So before he turned 30, the super talented music crooner has had at least 4 children from 4 different women. Then something happened. Something that we believed would change everything. Something that we assumed will call for sober reflection. Something that people believed is capable of turning anyone around. Death and marriage. When Davido lost his beautiful boy, it was very clear to the world how much Davido loved him and how much it broke him. He disappeared from public eyes, from public functions, public events. He went under. He was away and inaccessible to many people for months. Once again, just like David in the Bible and the events with his son, David tore his clothes, wore sackcloths, cancelled all his shows, postponed the launch of his album. He mourned his beloved child and then married the child's mother, his longtime girlfriend, Chioma Roland. And just like the story of the rebirth of the eagle, he needed to stay away for a while and then come back with a bang. Do you know the story of the eagle's rebirth? I'll tell you. When an eagle gets to about 30 years of age, it begins to go bald. Its body deteriorates. Its beak bent and weak. Its long talons can no longer grab prey for food. Its wings stiff and inefficient. At that point, the eagle is left with two options. Only two. It can either die or go through a very painful process of change. If the eagle chooses to live, if it chooses change, it must first fly to the mountaintop, isolate itself. It must build a nest and sit in its nest. First, it knocks off its beak against a rock until it is broken and gone. And then it waits for a new beak to be formed, strong and solid. And next, it uses its new beak to pluck out all its feathers, pulls away all its talons, and waits for new ones, fresh, to grow. This whole period can take up to 5 months. It is estimated to take up to about 180 days of patience, of rebirth, of painful change, after which the eagle emerges brand new and takes off its famous flight of rebirth and is able to live for another 30 years. What a coincidence that David is also 30 years of age and he went away for about 5 months. Was there a rebirth? So we were expecting change, a rebirth, a reemergence, a rebrand, a repackaging. We believe that this same scenario with the eagle will play out with Davido. But it was a lot disappointing to many people when Davido got back to the scene with things of old unfolding. More and more baby mama drama. A few days ago, an American lady, Anita Brown, took to Instagram to lay claims that she is expecting a child with Davido. Sharing a series of posts on her page, she claims that Davido and her met sometime in 2017 in Dubai. And according to her, they have been dating ever since then. Sharing a video of herself getting a live pregnancy test done online and sharing a chat purportedly had between her and Davido, where Davido admitted having unprotected, he calls it raw, sex with her. She claimed that the baby was Davido's. This lady also insisted that she did not know that the man was married. He didn't tell her, and his social media pages didn't leave any inkling as to his marital status.
Cut it out. No, I did not know he was married. On God, did not know. Like, go to his page. Does it look like he's married? Like, I'm confused. Cut it out. Like, never. Maybe a fornicator, never an adulterer. Calm down.
Listen, this lady is not Nigerian. She could not and cannot be bothered about what the village elders, the chieftains, her distant uncle, her parents, or her siblings has to say about her. She went all out. She shared intimate love chats, very intimate love chats, and screenshots of phone calls allegedly had between her and Davido. She shared receipts of him sending her money. She shared videos of her backstage with him. She shared chats that she allegedly had with Davido's cousin, Clark. She shared so much. The receipts were overwhelming and very hard not to believe. In fact, at some point, it seemed like she got really angry about the whole situation that she began to verbally attack him, using very insultive and derogatory words on him. She called him demonic, called him pathetic, told him that was why bad luck was always following him around. She didn't even stop at him alone. She went further to take a swipe on his wife and his late son, saying that had it not been for the demise of his son, he would not have married Chioma, and that Chioma had to go through series of abortions in her bid to get a male child. It was terrible. It lasted days. And once again, Chioma Roland was in the mud, rolling in the deep. But before we could even properly digest and take in the drama happening between Davido and Anita, another lady, a French lady this time, came out and also accused Davido of impregnating her. She put up on her Instagram stories. So just tell me, how many baby mamas do you have? Should we just be ready for a soccer team? I am just so disappointed in this kind of men. Women, be careful. God bless you. Oh, by the way, I'm still pregnant, so see you in less than 9 months. Kiss. She then went further to share purported chats that she had with Davido, asking her if she was in France, asking her that he wanted to see her. It just went on and on and on. And just like Anita, she took to the internet to record herself conducting a live pregnancy test. And the world chorused. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Davido. At this point, everybody was weak. Even his stanners, who had spent about 3 days in the battlefield, defending him, protecting him, fighting for him, they raised an olive branch. They threw in the towel. They gave up. Panting, exhausted, armor weak, sword sheathed, clothes torn and dripping in perspiration. There was no more defense that they could put up for their faith that was making any more sense. But that was not all. Watch this.
Making this video just to clear you guys and tell you guys I'm also a victim of what is happening between this pregnancy saga and Davido. I was once pregnant for David and he told me to remove it, and even if I come online that nobody's gonna listen to me because he has fans.
Okay, so this was when I was in the bedroom with him and I was at the backstage waiting for him. Okay, so he tested me to remove the child. He's gonna give me 3 million and all. He's gonna call me and
When I told him that I'm going to speak up, like, he was like, okay, but I don't have fans and no one is gonna listen to me. He's not use condoms and it's not my first time of meeting him. David, you are traumatizing us.
My Lord and my God, there goes the third one. This young lady, whose name is Chisom and who calls herself a victim, has also come out to claim that she was once pregnant for Davido. Sharing receipts as well, she released a video of Davido lying, sleeping exhausted on a bed. She also released a video of herself backstage at one of Davido's shows. She claims that Davido had unprotected sex with her, got her pregnant, started threatening her, and gave her money to get rid of the babe. She concluded by saying that Davido was traumatizing women. Even before we could brief from Chisom's story, an alleged fourth baby mama emerged. By fourth, I mean the fourth woman in recent times, not the old ones. This lady, who goes by the name Akosua Sally, took to Instagram, sharing a video of herself with a baby girl. She claims that Davido also got her pregnant and abandoned her and the child. And people had to take on their internet microscope, zooming in on the baby. Some having the impression that the baby shares a striking resemblance with Davido and Hailey, his daughter. And there, guys, we had a truckload, an army, an array, a legion of almost 10 women from all races and tribes, either claiming or is confirmed to have one kind of tie or the other with this 30-year-old man. Well, at this point, I had to step back to analyze and wonder. I will not downplay on the fact that as a celebrity, you are very prone and susceptible to having false narratives thrown at you, false stories spread about you. So I was wondering, could there be a lie in all of these allegations? I believe that Davido has a very strong legal team. In fact, one of his very close crew members is his lawyer, doubles as his lawyer. I don't think that his role or his responsibility or job is to join Davido in going for shows and, having the enjoyment life with him. That can also come in, but there's also the corporate responsibility that he has to play, which is protecting both the image, the finances, and the reputation of his clients. If these allegations are lies, if there is no truth in these allegations, because a clean mind fears no accusation, so we say, right? Good. If he is completely innocent of all these accusations, I do not think personally as a lawyer and an individual that his legal team should just wait it out and let it slide. No, that will constitute more of these menaces coming up in the future. I believe that these kinds of accusations, if false, should be dealt with decisively and legally. There is a legal position for things like this. It is a legal offense. The law makes provisions for libel and slander, and I do not believe that Davido at his level, with all his money, his influence, and his reputation, which he has to protect, should just let any random women come out and say that they're carrying his baby. If his hands are clean, I believe that he should take it up regardless of the country they are in. There are laws everywhere. It is not a matter of going to your Insta story and posting a clip from your unavailable video to dispel the rumors and say I am unavailable and it just moves on like that. No, it is way beyond this. When women are coming out every Eke Market day to accuse you of fathering their children, this is not something that should be taken lightly. You have a wife, you have a family. A good name is better than silver and gold. Your reputation is your brand. Make an example of one of them, but then again, that is if it is a lie. But if there is any truth in it, if this is true, that's where we have a big problem. And no, the problem is not with Davido. No. He is the perpetrator, not the victim. He is at the center of all of this drama. He is the one making the decision. The decision to have different children by different women. He is not a victim of women trying to trap him because he's rich. Pass me on that bull crap. He isn't handicapped. He isn't a rape victim. If you choose to defend that behavior, please do by all means. But do not come on here to tell us that he was a victim, he was grieving, he may have been drunk, he was far away from his wife, it is a life of musicians, he was blah 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 blah. No, don't. I bite. I hear people, for example, say, oh, we went to the office party, I was drunk, I couldn't control myself, I didn't know when it happened, and I had sex with my colleague or my boss. I am a 9-to-5 person and I've done the 9-to-5 job for more than a decade. If anybody tells you that I was drunk at the office party and it was unintentional, I had sex with my colleague or my boss or this or that, tell that person that I said, Barrister Neze said that they had always wanted to sleep with that person. The alcohol and the party merely provided an avenue. It gave you the illusion of an excuse. You always had hots for that guy or that lady. Nobody has sex by mistake. It is a well thought out plan. It's a process. It's intentional. It was wanted and it was had. I am not a critic of Davido's life's decisions, but the point I am buttressing is that he is not a victim. Don't make it seem like he is incapable of resisting sexual urges or sexual advances from strange and random women. Life is a accumulation of choices. He is not allegedly cheating and impregnating random women across the globe because he is rich. There are poor men that cheat, and there are even wealthier men who respect the sanctity of marriage. He is not doing this alleged random sperm donation because he is broken or he is grieving. Sex is the last thing that comes to mind of one who is torn with a devastating blow of the loss of a beloved one. He is not allegedly doing this because he was high, he was drunk, and he was far away from his wife. Many people get drunk and the only thing on their minds is how to hit their bed and sleep. He is doing this because he has made a decision, a choice to be unfaithful to his wife and in his marriage and have unprotected sex without caution. And that is his life's choices. And just as every other choice, it comes with its own repercussions and consequences, both short-term and long-term, both surface and far-reaching, but the consequences are very certain to come. The focus and worry for a lot of people is on his long-suffering girlfriend turned wife, Chioma Rowland. Sweet girl, young, beautiful, been through a lot. Constantly dealing with drama from her husband's many baby mamas, lost her only child to the cold hands of death. She has been through the valley of the shadow, and she's not even up to 30 yet. Chioma has given so much to remain Davido's number one. There are reports that she gave up schooling, didn't graduate, dropped out, and moved in with her man. Had a baby out of wedlock, and now the baby is in heaven. Did her BBL? Oh yes, she needed the showstopper look. As Davido's girl, of course she felt she needed to be perfect, to fit the profile, to compete with all of that. After all, most of the women that Davido is linked to have BBL bodies. Well, except for Ayotomide. But you get what I mean. Kept her tongue locked, her mouth sealed. No interviews, no sharing, no talking, no letting it out. She has shown commitment to him. But it's time she sat back and asked, is she showing as much commitment to herself? She has a very big decision to make. Trust me, it's not as easy as we oftentimes paint it to be. A young girl from humble beginnings who started dating a billionaire as a very young adult in her early 20s, maybe earlier. I'm talking about the overseas trips, the private jets, the high brand designers, frolicking with celebrities and superstars, VIP treatment, huge allowances, and fat checks. Living in a mansion filled with servants, chefs, cooks, gardeners. This is the life she knows now. This is the life that she has gotten used to. So whether she talks about it in an interview or not, she is human, and I can bet an arm, maybe a limb, that she often asks herself what her life will be like if she leaves this man. How she will cope without all of the luxury that comes with being Davido's woman. And that will pose a very huge temptation for her. She will constantly ask herself, what are the chances that I would land a decent, responsible man that would not cheat on me if I leave this guy? After all men cheat. Ain't that what they say? It's raining everywhere. Where do you want to go to? The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. There are truckloads of advices, idiom, and proverbs like this to keep women in this kind of situation. Truckloads of them. And worse for her even is that she does not have a thriving career on her own as a person to sustain that lifestyle or even give her something relatively close to it if she leaves the man. So I understand people telling her to pack up and leave immediately, this and that, before he infects her with HIV/AIDS or some other incurable STD and STIs. But I can bet that you may less likely get that reaction from her. I very seldomly give my opinions in my videos. I always prefer to bring to you guys the two different sides of arguments, explain it to you clearly, and give you the opportunity to render your own opinion. But in this one, in today's video, I have a word, maybe two, I would like to share. And as I do, please drop yours also down in the comment section. Whether Chioma Rowland should remain there and deal with all the baby mama drama that is happening and the ones that are sure to come, because they will come. Whether she should deal with it or whether she should distance herself from that situation is entirely up to her. It's her decision to make. It's not my advice to give. Because I am convinced that she very well understood what she was getting into when she said yes to be married to a man like Davido. He had 4 children from 4 different women before she married him. Nobody changes an adult except one in diapers. My take, my advice, my opinion is for Chioma, just like the eagle we spoke about, to have a rebirth, a rebrand, a repackage. She needs to create her own identity and separate herself as being known just as Davido's woman. She needs to create a brand for herself, a name for herself, money for herself, financial freedom for herself, fame for herself if she's interested in that. She needs to emancipate herself, experience self-growth, find fulfillment outside marriage and outside that man. She needs to urgently, as a matter of urgency, fly out of Davido's shadows, create her own niche, discover and institutionalize her talents. She needs to have her own say. She needs to be whole by herself, so she wouldn't need Davido to complete her. Rather, she would be whole and only need him to complement her. Am I communicating? Am I speaking? I'm speaking to Chioma, but not only Chioma. I'm speaking to every woman who has found themselves in this situation. If you have a sister, if you have a cousin or relation who is trying to make the best decision for themselves, send them this video. By doing so, she will get the satisfaction and peace that comes from being self-sufficient. She will have her self-esteem restored and boosted, having a full awareness of self. She needs to make her own connections and friends away from Davido's. She needs to get busy with her life. There has to be times that Davido would say, baby, come follow me to Atlanta, I have a show. And instead of her to jump out of the bed and pick on a bag, pack it and is on the way to the airport with him, she would say, honey, I have an engagement with a client of mine. I would love to, but I'm sorry, I cannot go. She needs to liberate herself and make her own money. Only then will she know, will she realize if she truly loves this man and is okay with his behavior and is okay with the drama and it's okay with the multiple children with multiple women and is okay with the unprotected sex with all kinds of OnlyFans models. She would know if that is what she truly wants or if she's merely putting up with it because of the fear of nosediving, because of the fear of losing all the material perks that come with being Davido's woman. She would see and know herself for what she is worth. She would realize that she can survive and exist fine without him. She will be in a better position then to make a more informed decision. Davido has provided her a big, excellent platform that she can either choose to stand on and cross her leg and waste it, or she can choose to ride on it and leverage on it. She needs to be out there. Poach brands. Put your gifts and talents out there. Be known for something about you. Don't sit there and say, I am Davido's woman. He will not like me to do this. I'm trying to meet up to Davido's standard. This is the kind of standard he wants his woman. Bullshit. Look at Laura Ikeji. Who knew Laura Ikeji? Laura Ikeji was only a sister to a popular blogger. That was who she was. But she leveraged on her sister's brand. And Laura has even more endorsements than Chioma. Chioma is in a better position to even be more successful influencing than Laura. Is it the beauty? Is it the youth? Is it the name? But how many brands can we associate with Chioma? If not one or two waist trainers. Babe is a chef. Why are you not doing cooking shows? Why are you not hosting the biggest cooking program on Africa Magic? Why are you not a brand ambassador for Knorr, Maggi, Royco, Mama Dor, and all of those things? Why can't she own one of the biggest online restaurants in Nigeria? Apply yourself. Find yourself. Only then will she know what she is capable of dealing with, what she is capable of tolerating, what she is capable of taking from her man. Only then will she even become more desirable to other well-thinking men should the relationship not work with David. Men who seek substance Men who seek quality and worth, not fools that just want to bed a woman because she's associated with a celebrity. Only then can she gain clarity. Only then can she choose. If you have any words for Davido or for Chioma, please drop in the comment section. So many people watch us, more people than you imagine or you expect watch our channel and read our comments. So drop in the comment section if you have any more words you want to add, if you agree with me or if you disagree. There are no right or wrong answers. Share all your thoughts and feelings down in the comment section. In conclusion, it's important that I add that a 3-day prayer and fasting session has been organized to pray for Chioma. All lovers of Chioma are to gather on a particular date, 3 days, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And the flyers are all over social media. They are to gather and pray and fast for Chioma for 3 days. And once again, we are harshly reminded of former President Muhammadu Buhari when he called us jobless Nigerian youths. But let me not be quick to assume. Let me ask you guys, will you be attending this prayer and fasting session for Chioma Roland? Drop in the comment section. So guys, we have come to the end of this much anticipated video. There were lots of controversies in this video and I want to pick your brains. I want to pick your brains. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your advice. I want to get your perspectives. Do not hesitate to drop all your feelings down in the comment section. And if you're new here, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, hello. Don't fail to hit the subscribe icon, give this video a big thumbs up, turn on your bell notifications, and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.